actually start this recording this, but what I'm thinking with gold is that we're gonna have some continuation off of last week. We talked about like healthy gold prices breaking, 1850, 1860, really back up towards 1900 at this point. And the daily has been having some nice bullish moves. And then we go look at the 4 hour too, and the 4 hour just held this support yesterday off of the open and made its move back to the upside. So I'm thinking this higher time frame, this big 4 hour move, there was a support, price pushed back out of there. Same thing happened again. Big bullish move, nice support held. Price is probably going to break back out of here again this morning. So there's nice clean range back up to 1847.50, and then bigger move back up to 1853.67. So we're gonna have to see how this thing opens up. The hourlies look pretty nice, honestly. You have a big bullish candle out of there and another big bullish candle. So I want to see how this hourly candle will close in 1 minute. And obviously have the 15, 30 minutes, blah, blah, blah. So it's nice though, because we have this big rejection here and price has closed through it and tested it and closed through it again. So it's looking like every time we see price close above ranges like this, we can get a nice pullback on the new hourly open and then price break the high over here to continue higher. So we're gonna have to see how this hourly candle will open and pull back, and then if we can break the high off of it, this thing should be willing to make a nice move today. But
hi Tana.
What up, Trap King?
I'm good. Let's walk.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the new hourly open. So let's see if we can't. We created a wick to the downside. I think I'm gonna end up setting an order up here and anticipating that price breaks out of this. So that's my plan for today on gold. And like normal, we close it before it goes into 10 pip drawdown. You guys know how it is.
Is that 1842.4?
Yeah, something like that. I always look at it on my broker because it'll be a bit different on your broker. So
True.
just make sure you set it a little bit up into your range. That way you don't get triggered right away. And this pullback, this is all right. These pullbacks are good for it. So create a bigger down wick on the hourly. But yeah, I have an order sitting like above this wick here. So once we break up and trigger that, typically 9-10 pip stop loss, and I'll close before my full amount gets hit on the stop loss because I don't want to take a full loss. So we see these kind of patterns a lot though, where price looks like it's rejecting a lot, and then it just builds this. Oh man, my bird is not happy today.
Tanner, when you got a stop set, do you typically throw a take profit in with it, or do you let that kind of be more flexible in the moment? Oh.
Peter, I think he normally just will leave it, but he'll pretty much secure profit around 10 pips or so every time.
I was muted. I thought I was talking. So
No,
yeah,
that was me.
Yeah. So anyway, he said what he normally does, at least for the fact for the period we've been following him, is he keeps it open, and then when the market gives him a particular number of pips, he takes some money off the table, he moves his stuff to break even, and he tries to leave a runner.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, boys.
Roland says, do you expect a rejection at the 200 DMA? What's DMA? Diplomatic moving average. What's DMA? Was that a mistake? Oh, daily moving average. Okay, all right. Tanner doesn't use indicators. No, he doesn't. I doubt if you even know where it is. I'm also going to stay muted because I'm in a noisy place.
okay, I'm back on here.
Yeah, welcome. You had a few questions. I tried to answer as best as I could.
Yeah, I heard some of them. Come on, cut it out. I don't know what a DMA is, but
Daily moving average.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I expect something around 1850, but yeah, this bird is so needy sometimes. So I gotta, especially when they just wake up in the morning. It's ridiculous. It's literally like a kid, I think.
What does it need when it wakes up?
It just wants attention, literally.
Oh, it's not food or anything. It's just like
Oh, they just want to hang out.
Oh, here we go. No.
So yeah, this thing's looking like it wants to break out. We're gonna have to see if it's gonna create a 1 minute high like normal in here. We got to see if it's willing to break that thing. But we've already pushed up and created highs at 7 o'clock. So now that we're messing with the idea of taking them out, this thing should do it. So we'll see.
Have you been triggered in?
Huh?
Have you been triggered into the trade?
Uh, have I what?
Has your
Like,
order been triggered?
yes.
Oh yeah. This spread got me in here. So my stop is already set. Everything's for me is good to go. So well, we really need this 1 minute high to break, and then this thing should break out again. So
There it goes.
it's Monday too. So we just gotta, we got our trade maybe going. If it starts to get close to my stop, I might close it early to not take a full loss. So
Do Mondays tend to be sluggish days?
yeah, it's a little slower. Mondays can be a bit slow. We're seeing some failure up here, so we're really gonna need this thing to break the highs. Got to break out of this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna close out for now. I'm out of this. I'm gonna keep my losses pretty tight. So like my order sitting up here above these highs gets hit, and then this where my stop loss first of all, I'll keep around like 9 pips, but this might have been like maybe 6 pip loss. So we get some things that really break out sometimes and run, and that's how we keep these losses so tight, or and we let our runners run. So it's really how you have to stay alive. If you keep holding on to this and it keeps dropping and dropping and dropping, well, then the breakout's not a breakout. It's just going to fake you out at that point, and you're going to end up you're going to end up just screwing yourself holding on to these. So it's a lot easier, just close it out and then just wait for it, because gold could this thing could easily just dump all the way off, and make a huge pullback. You don't want to hold on to that. You guys know how our trades are. Once they break out, they just start to rip.
You want to give it a second chance today, or what are you thinking?
I don't know.
Well, I made 50 cents, so I'm good.
Yeah, let's just give it a second and see. A lot of times, sometimes this thing will have a failure, but maybe we have the new 15-minute candle opening in 4 minutes. So we'll think we're gonna see if we can't maybe do something again with this, especially if this 15-minute will close up towards the top of this range. Then the next 15-minute to pull back and break this high, that would be ideal. So we'll see. Yeah, because we've still broken out. We're closing up into this range still. Nice bullish candle. This one was more neutral. This one's really rejecting it. So we need to see. We need to see if this candle can't still close higher, right, than the previous candle. And then maybe get a breakout on this next 15-minute open. So we just got to be patient here and see. And it's also Monday, so we don't want to rush too much because Monday's volumes can typically suck, and just you don't want to be pressing the buy or sell button over and over again. Just got to be patient. So we're going to close this 15-minute candle in 30 seconds. This one's closing nice too. So now we got 10 seconds. So man, this one's closing pretty nice on this too. So maybe we'll get a pullback on the next one, break the highs, and take off out of here. That's your second chance if you want to give one. You're going to manage, if you give this a second chance, you're going to manage this the same exact way. You would close it before it hits 10 pips and anticipate that when you're breaking up out of here this time, that price is going to continue moving this higher. So, you're going to look for 10 pips here. And again, if it sucks back in, there's nothing you can do about it. Just got to execute on the same things over and over again every day.
Is the open right at 7?
Yep.
So usually things sit for just a few minutes while everyone kind of watches what's going on and
Yeah. And
then
yep.
move.
Yeah. Then you typically get some good volume to break things out, but gold's failing today at this. So that'll be it for me. I'm not going to give this another chance if it to go up again. It's just it's a Monday, so we don't need to sit here and try to trade it over and over again. So if you try to take this trade on a breakout again, it's rejecting and closing back in, I would just leave it alone. Because here's the thing about gold, we get one breakout on this thing. These breakouts can typically, I mean, you guys have seen it, but there's tons of recordings of us trading it. We get some insane movers out of this. One was down here one day and the next one was up here the next day. And these rips out of here, they're 100+ pips on the breakout in literally a few minutes. So it's all right to risk, 6, 8, 10 pips. Typically I try to close early. Sometimes it'll move too fast where I can't close it early, but I'm actually surprised that we've attempted this breakout twice. I'm not really missing anything here. We've closed pretty bullish back through here, bullish, tried to break out again. Just the volume isn't there right now. So I'm going to watch to see if it'll break out, but for a Monday, that's gonna be it for me.
So as far as these levels, you're just looking back on the 15-minute to more recent resistance points.
I just start out at the daily and look. You could see there's clean daily range here. Then if I look at the 4-hour, I think I had maybe one deleted, but I was thinking that this 4-hour wick up into this range made a lot of sense. So I don't know, maybe I was looking at this whole clean range, but 1843 makes sense. Nice clean range. You look over here, we broke into it again, looked as if we were going to fill it, but failure on the breakout. So now we just leave it alone. Because what you don't want to do is keep executing over and over again, and then come back at the end of the day and see that these are just wicks as like fake outs, and that the trade was just going to sit there and range all day. Because that could be what it does as well.
Are you looking at GJ today?
No, I'm not looking at GJ at all. It made its move pre-New York. It's consolidating. It's pretty overextended right now. So I'm not interested in the sells on it, but I'm also not interested in buying it or really even trading it at all. I'm curious to see what gold ends up doing here. So I'll be done trading gold too. I'm just watching everything. See how the 30-minute closes.
You've been trading gold a lot lately. I know GJ is another one that you've taken trades on. There are other markets that you trade.
No, typically I just really stick to gold, honestly. I'll occasionally take GJ trades, but
Why did you choose GJ?
a person that I used to learn how to scalp from traded it, so just that's what I was comfortable with, so I just did it. But I don't really trade it as much anymore. I really just take a gold trade every day. So yeah, this is why when you anticipate the breakouts, you got to cut it early. If you're holding on to this, you're hurting. Things melting off right now. Huge pullback right now. And this goes back to as well using the same lot size every day. Don't vary your size. Don't over leverage. 1 to 2% a trade. Use the same thing. Oh. But anyways, you use these same lot sizes every time. That way, when you do get those explosive moves, you didn't, what happens a lot of the time is people will use one lot size, take a loss, lever up harder the next time to make the money back. And then what happens there is they end up screwing themselves, because if they double down and lose again, then they're really not doing good. And then they use a smaller lot than both times before, finally make a win, but it's not enough to do anything for the losses. So you are really going to screw yourself up using different lots, different sizes. Just use the same thing every single time. That way, when you do get the markets that you're in that make bigger moves, you've made your losses back and then some. No, I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter what you're trading. It doesn't matter if it's, it could be anything. Just don't use different sizes on any, whatever you're trading. It doesn't matter what you're trading. Keep everything the same.
So there's no allowance for like conviction or something where you think this one's more likely than others.
He's muted. He's probably away.
And the dollar looks like this thing's going to fall today too. Pretty interesting. Hmm. Sorry, I keep muting out today too. There's construction going on outside, and these dogs will not shut up today. Way too many animals. Looks like GJ's breaking out, but GJ's too GJ's way too it's almost like it's overextended for me. This weekly though it's gonna move up on the weekly still even higher. No trade there for me today though. I can't do it. I just want to see if gold maybe at like, dang, it's only 728, maybe on the New York Stock Exchange. This thing will move, but I just want to see if it's going to end up making our move today. I'm done trading it though. I'll wait. Cleaner setup, new day. It's only Monday.
Do you do any swing trades?
No, not typically. Last year I did a lot of swing trading. This year, no swing trades. The market was too chopped at the beginning of the year to try to swing anything. So it just kind of, and I knew it was coming and we just started scalping. So I'm glad, because if you go back and you look at like gold at the end of the year, like the dollar, everything sat in a range from like November to January, just huge ranges. So I haven't had any swings in a long time.
And when you were trading swing trades, that was gold then also?
It was a lot, tons of currency. We were trading a lot of currency. Really a few swings on gold, but nothing crazy. A lot of the swings came off of a different pair.
So you're just watching for setups in the currencies that were out there.
Yeah, like pound US dollar, pound yen, UJ, Euro USD, trading a lot. The thing about the swing trades is you've got to let the things run when you're in them. It's hard to do sometimes though. So because then you'll take a lot of losses swing trading, and you've got to let those bigger ones run. You have
Kind of
to.
extending the pain too, because you got to sit in it for days.
Yeah, it can.
That sounds harder.
And then sometimes you just sit in it just to find out you're gonna lose. So yeah, it's swing trading can be rough sometimes, because you can get those losing streaks where there's 3 and 4 in a row, and then the one win makes it back and the next one will put you up, but it's just too much for me. I'd rather get in here in a 2-hour trade for 2 hours in the morning. Most of the time I trade within an hour, and my trades play out within a few minutes.
Swing trades, count me out. Count
Yeah.
me out. You're in the market for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and then hit your stop loss. Like, what? Count me out.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I mean, I know somebody that was trying to swing trade, and she was in the market, and she was about, I think 60 pips up on, guess the pair, NZD USD, a pair that doesn't even move. And then she said, oh, it was a swing trade. I'm expecting a 400 pip move. I'm like, really? She stayed there 1 month. And after like a month and I think 2 weeks, the market went against her. I'm like, so I'm going to stay in NZD USD for 1 month. Me.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
I don't play like that.
Someone's asking if I trade any indices. No indices. I've never been into trading indices. I don't even know if I've honestly ever even taken a serious trade on any indices.
Wait, Tana, did you try gold the second time?
Yeah,
Okay.
I lost 12 pips on gold today. 6 on one trade and 6 on the other.
Okay. That means we're done with gold for today.
Yep. Yeah, so what I do for gold as well is I lower the lot because it can be a little more volatile. So like I typically risk 2% on a trade. On gold, I risk I think like 1.8, 1.7%. And then I cut the loss in half. So I literally like, you know, I don't even lose a percent on either setup.
We just need that one trade.
Yep.
Gold has been around that 1840 range since last week, since you called it last week.
Like I guess I'll lose over a percent then. Probably about 1.2, 1.3%. Whoa, what the heck happened there? Like kind of shot back up real quick. See if there's let's look at the news, see what kind of data is going to come out this week. So nothing today. We've got some high impact news Wednesday at 7:30 in the morning. Crude oil inventory. Nothing crazy. We've got some retail sales 7:30 in the morning Friday too. Bank holiday for Euro Thursday. Not a whole lot of news. Yeah, these moves we had last week out of gold were just absolutely insane. This is the trade. Someone made $2,100 in this trade last week. This was the other trade from the day, but we had two like identical moves right at New York Stock Exchange open.
No, I think the 2100 was on GJ.
Huh?
I think the $2,100 was on GJ.
No, that was in gold. That was he said he executed on the buy on
Okay, on the
FOMC
buy
Friday.
stop.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
During
Okay.
FOMC.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't traded GJ in a little bit, really.
So the New York Open is at 7. When does the London opening? Well, when does London close? I guess. What is it open to?
Opens at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Central Time. Trying to think of everything
Okay,
overlaps.
Okay.
I think it's 10 a.m. Central Time it closes. Let me double check that. But
London closes 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 11 a.m. and it opens by 3 a.m. Eastern Standard. But I mean, the market would have opened by 2 a.m. Eastern Standard. That's there's a European session, so that's why you see moves already start happening before that.
Yeah. It'll overlap into the New York Stock Exchange a bit, but
yeah. And that's why any the moment London closes, once that overlap is done, nothing again in the market. Volatility dries off.
So again, I'm not doing anything else with gold today. I'm just watching to see if this thing breaks back out to hit our target. That's it. I'm not doing anything. I'm not executing nothing. Just watching.
So I have Trading View open here and I get lots of ads. I'm guessing you subscribe at one level or another.
I haven't ever subscribed. I don't know why I'm not getting a lot of advertisements either.
I have a better ad blocker or something.
Yeah, it used to pop up. Now that you bring that up, it's probably going to now that you said something, but it used to pop up pretty bad. I don't know why I don't have a lot of advertisements anymore. I don't
It's
have,
pretty bad for me. I was like, okay, that's the price you pay, I guess, is nag screens because about every minute something's coming up.
yeah, I don't know why I'm not getting a lot, but typically you like with the paid one, you can mark your like pairs different colors, you can have split screens, you don't have advertisements, you can have access to different kind of candles. Like it's pretty cool, but I don't need it, so I don't ever buy it.
Could I have you turn on sharing or whatever for this chart?
I have no idea. I mean, I can drop I can screenshot it like this and then drop it in. It's in the chat right now.
You hit the menu on the top left.
I just hit oh yeah, I know how to turn it on, but no, I don't share my charts like that on TradingView. You gotta post it and then it goes to the public, and yeah, I don't ever share it like that. It's in the chat though, if you want to copy and paste it. That way, if you want to look at it later, you can look at what I had marked up. See what the dollar is up to today. Yeah, still dropping. See, we've been tracking the dollar pretty heavy too. We've been expecting that break of forget what the last update was we were looking at, but looking at you're looking at a break of 90.900 and price to continue down up here. So 90.900 price broke through that and just keeps melting off. We expected this though back down into like 90 flat and then back down to 89 500-ish. Be a nice another move. Why don't I trade silver? Yeah, higher spread on silver. I just track silver for the long-term ideas. Well, I watch it level to level long term, but I don't trade it. Slow market today. All we need is just a good breakout trade this week. We'll be good to go. So we just got to keep patient, not get too crazy about things. Got a new 15-minute candle that's going to open in 30 seconds. Yeah, so see how price is it's just ranging inside of these wicks here on the 1 hour. It's just building a smaller time frame support there. We've seen this a lot. This move might come later in the day and end up breaking out and hitting the targets that we want. See what Bitcoin's been in a range too. Bitcoin's building nice support around 60,000. This will probably break out again too. S&P is at all-time highs. Imagine that. Oh, gee, you broke up too. Yeah, you got to think with the dollar being so bearish too, GU obviously up. See, it broke out of this big daily consolidation, nice clean range. Back up into this daily resistance here. See this big clean daily candle. Look at it on the 4 hour. Yeah, it'll probably run into trouble up here. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Let's look at it on the weekly too. Yeah, big weekly wick to fill up here. Then you've got another one up here. GU's bullish. See how on the weekly this thing just keeps pushing up. building a support, pushing up, building a support, pushing up, building a support. It's just gonna break out of this weekly again. The easiest thing to do is just look at a chart. And if it's coming from, the left, then just literally trade with the momentum. Gold and silver, same thing. Just trade with it.
GU seems to be trying to fill up that weekly week on the left.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to. It already almost pretty much has, but yeah, I'm bullish on it.
Bro, you say already pretty much almost have 100 more pips. Bro, that's a move to go.
Yeah, on the daily, it's gonna have a little bit of noise here. It already passed a little bit of noise here. And
Yeah.
then you're gonna catch some more at this daily wick. And then you're gonna catch some more at this daily wick. And you look at it on the 4-hour, you could see the noise, I bet.
Yep.
So clean 4-hour and another clean 4-hour wick for like 25 pips, and then got the whole other rest of the move.
It's like some serious bulls here. I mean, if that daily candle closes that heavy, that strong,
Yeah,
bro,
it
man.
is. Yeah, I think this is the move that kills a lot of people for some reason. I don't know why a lot of people open up a chart and look at it moving bullish and immediately want to short it, or they see it dropping and immediately want to buy it. Doesn't make any sense. It's like something makes a move and everyone just tries to get on the opposite side of it. You can tell really nice too off of let me pull this up real quick. Take a look at something. Like, look at this. This doesn't make any sense, bro. This is an average of all of these brokers and their clients' long and short positions. Like GU, look at how heavy they are. 72% of these clients are all short on GU. But then you go look at GU's chart and they're all getting murdered. Look at that.
And you know what surprises me? Some new traders just go into that stuff, that page you opened up, and the moment they see, they just go with every other person. Like, oh, 70% are selling, let's sell. They jump it.
Yeah. Like, look at the dollar, dude. It's 70% long on the dollar, and
Can
the
you
dollar's
imagine?
it's melting off. Why would you want to buy that?
Dollar
Absolute
is
idiot.
gone. The dollar is gone.
I don't understand the thought process behind some of these. Look, GJ, 68% short. You go look at GJ, it's ripping right now. Stop loss hit. It's funny, dude. It's crazy to me. UJ, more neutral. USD CAD, 83% long. I haven't looked at USD CAD in a while, but I bet it's dropping. 83% long, and this thing has just been melting for days. It makes no sense. Look at that thing, bro, just dying. So when I used to trade gold, or whenever I used to swing trade, I used to look at this website and I would look at where these people were heavy on one side, and I would try to find positions on the opposite side of that and take the opposite trade of a lot of people. It just doesn't make any. AUD USD 70% short. This thing's ripping right now, I bet. Sure enough. Don't make any sense.
I guess brokers are making so much money off them.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
So when they meet people like Hussein, like what he did the last time.
Uh-huh.
That's why they send you a mail and tell you, look, man, we can't work with you because you are not going with the trend. We
Yeah.
can't work with you. All these guys are going with the trend. That's why they're losing their money. It's about
Yeah.
patience. I mean, we just need that one trade like we got it last week. Just
Mhm.
that one, and we'll be fine.
See, like what gold needs right now is this last candle closed, well, 2 candles ago closed bearish. This last one wicked off big rejection. It needs a candle that will close bullish now above. What you're seeing here is just a smaller time frame resistance now. So what you need is a candle to close above this level here, an actual candle to close back above that, and then the breakout would make sense. Like if this 15-minute candle were to close above this resistance here and, you know, respect its own high, probably this thing closes up in here. The next one that opens, pulls back and breaks it would probably complete the move. But yeah, you've got to be careful about, this is why I say no more. You can't sit here and click the buy button over and over, because look, if you would have taken, right, we gave one opportunity on the 7 o'clock open, we gave a second chance, and if you just sit here and keep clicking over and over again, you just keep taking losses after loss after loss. So you can't click the button over and over again. It doesn't make sense right now. You're too close to the new 4-hour candle as well. You're too close to it. It's not the correct time to trade this. See, this 30-minute close would be nice too. Like, just speaking like about the technical aspect, if this 30-minute were to close above this too, the next one on the 4-hour open will drop, and when it pulls back to take out the highs, that's when it's gonna, that would make, again, more sense. But we're just watching this right now. Because then the way you have to look at this is, again, whenever I've seen this happen a lot, where there's these 1-hour wicks and then it'll build that smaller time frame structure in there. And yeah, what's happening in here is, just looking at it, price had held this support, pushed up, held another support, pushed up, held another support. That's all it's doing. This candle closed bullish, this one retested it, this one closed bullish back through everything. You got a new 4-hour open in 2 minutes, a new 30-minute, new hourly, new 15, new everything. And I try to, like, even after I take losses on the day, I try to just kind of sit and watch and see if it'll make my move. And then I try to like plan out the candles ahead of time. So I just tell myself, well, if this happens and then this does this and we hold here and break out, like then I can keep mental note of it. So later when that same thing happens, I know that I've seen it before. You know, I understand it when it happens again. But we're gonna have the 4 hour, every new candle is gonna open in 1 minute. So just want to see how many pips this is up here. 35, 10 pip range, 36 pip range. See, now these new candles are going to open in 5 seconds. So when you're getting close to that, how this one was, like I said, you really want to wait on these. You know, typically you get some nice moves on these new opens. So see, like this 4 hour candle might make a bigger pullback and then end up breaking out of this. This is pretty chopped though. Nice hourly close. I'd be very surprised if gold does not end up breaking out today. And you're going to get these more like brutal, significant pullbacks on the 4 hours because they're more major candles. So, and then right off of the open, you have to think, well, if it drops for the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, it's probably more likely to turn around and make its move back the other direction. Oh, look at that move. I knew it. I knew it today. See, like And then if I were in that, I would be at break even because I would not be willing to take a loss. That hit the first target there over 10 pips and just that fast. You've got to be prepared for it. Quick move. Yeah, so there's the move we were anticipating on gold today. Part of it anyways. That's why you got to go back, look at your last clean range, this clean range here to a resistance. It was hit once, twice, 3, 4 times. Can't ignore those spots because now look at it. It runs into it perfect, bounces off of it, and drops back down. So that's it today. We at least seen one of our anticipated targets hit. I expected a push, but yeah, we couldn't participate in anything too good today. So we'll have to come back tomorrow. See what everything's up to on last time. We'll have to come back tomorrow and see what we can get into this week. See if we can get a nice breakout on gold this week and make some money off of it again. So we'll see what happens though. We should be it's only Monday, so if you took a loss, don't get discouraged. Keep your lots low, manage your risk, all that good stuff. Then just come back, do the same things over and over again. Yep. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Thanks, Tanner.
All right, man.